Welcome back into the Awesemo YouTube channel, guys. My name's Geoff Ulrich, bringing you some Jock Market Week 12 Monday Night Football picks. We got the Seattle Seahawks visiting the Washington football team for this weekend. You haven't heard, Jock Market, they've turned fantasy sports into a stock exchange. Forget waiting until the end of the game to make money. Jock Market allows you to buy and sell shares of players in real time for real money with guaranteed payouts for all the shares at the end of the night. They have daily markets at NBA, MLB, NHL, and PGA. You can make real money every hour, every minute, every second of any match or game with Jock Market. You use the pregame IPO to pick up shares of your favorite players. Then you buy, sell, or hold during the game based on your own analysis. That's the best part. You download the app to get started. Use our exclusive Awesemo promo code Awesemo for up to a $50 bonus on your first deposit. This is an exclusive offer only for the Awesemo community, so make sure to take advantage of it today. That's Awesemo for a $50 bonus. Let's get to these Monday Night Football picks. Like I said, Seattle Seahawks on the schedule, and that's where I want to go first. Let's talk about Russell Wilson. I think he's a great target in this game, especially for the Jock Market streets, where I think people may be doubting Russ just as an elite quarterback right now, but it's a primetime game. Pete Carroll and the Seahawks under Pete Carroll, 33-10 in primetime games. I do not think that Russell Wilson should be doubted here. Washington, one of the worst teams against quarterbacks in terms of fantasy points allowed. They've allowed the most fantasy points to opposing quarterbacks per game this year, and it's by a wide margin. They've allowed 4 games with 3 or more passing touchdowns against this year by quarterbacks. They're also 5th last in yards per pass attempt. Those big plays are going to be there for Russ. He's in a bounce back spot. We've also got 2 elite wideouts on the Seahawks. Again, the corners on Washington have not been good. Russell Wilson got to be featuring himself for a trade in the offseason at this point, probably wanting to get away from Pete Carroll, but these are the kind of games where he can do that. I think after 2 slow games, you got to go back to Russ here, pay up in these IPOs. He's probably going to have some low sentiment, which could lead to low prices, which we like in Jock Market. For my second pick here, let's stick with the Seattle Seahawks and let's stick with their passing attack. I like DK Metcalf to show off in this spot as well. Metcalf's recent form obviously hasn't been so good since Russell Wilson has returned, but if you look at his average depth of target over the last 2 games, he's averaged 14.5 ADOT. That's big. He's getting downfield targets. They just haven't been that connection, but taking on a Washington football pass defense here, featuring 2 weak corners, both 6 feet or under. DK Metcalf's going to have a big height advantage here. You've got a weak passing defense. I love going back to him. I think you're going to see a long play or 2, and I think you're going to see this Seattle Seahawks passing attack finally make some connections. Even if it is a lower volume pass attack here, we've got a Washington football team. They're 5th last in terms of yards per pass attempt against. They allow big plays. I think DK Metcalf goes for a long touchdown in this game, and I love targeting him in Jock Market as well. Let's go to the other side of this game for our final pick of Monday Night Football here for Week 12. And I like Logan Thomas. Logan Thomas right now on the IR, but he's set to return for Monday night. They're likely going to activate him right before the game. So keep an eye on that. He is listed on the IR on Jock Market, but that should change right before the game. Thomas here, obviously a big part of the Washington football pass attack. And look, let's not forget here, Washington football team are slight underdogs in this spot, so we shouldn't be expecting them to rush a lot. Seattle Seahawks also have a very, very good rush defense. They've only allowed 3.4 yards per carry against. I expect Washington to be throwing the ball 30 plus times in this game. And if you look at what Thomas has done since he's joined Washington as a tight end, in 19 full games, he's caught 18 of 20 passes thrown to him in the red zone. He's got 8 touchdowns. Thomas going to be a big part of this passing attack. Taylor Heineke, I'd be looking for him to be looking for Logan Thomas a lot in this game. I like coming back to him. And look, if you're playing the strategy here, a lot of people probably may not even be aware that Thomas is going to be active here. So I think you're going to be able to pick up Logan Thomas pretty cheap in the Jock Market IPOs. So those are the 3 picks there for Week 12, guys. Monday Night Football. Again, attack with this Seattle Seahawks passing offense. You got Russell Wilson, DK Metcalf, and Logan Thomas. Make sure you smash that like button before you leave, guys. Subscribe to the Awesemo YouTube channel if you haven't already. And most importantly, have a great Monday Night Football. I'm Geoff Ulrich, and we'll talk to you soon.